Joe.
Yeah, man.
Joe, Eddie, is this an American flag blanket in the back of a rusty Lada?
Apparently.
If you come to Kursk, you can bring your American towel, put it in the back of your Lada, and no one's gonna do anything about it. I mean, we're in the middle. You've seen how many military people are walking around, right?
No, it is a good point, actually.
You've seen all the military trucks and everything pass by.
Right.
And here you go. It's the vehicle, nothing is broken. It's just sitting there.
So Americans, or an affinity for American culture, is not frowned upon here, despite everything that's going on.
I can't speak for everyone.
All right, but in general.
I believe so. I mean, still, you didn't see this, but when we did our airsoft video, we didn't have any of those guys who showed up with full American tactical BDUs and everything. I've seen them several times again. So they'll, I forget which camo they use, but with American patches, there are people with German patches. It's not frowned upon, but sometimes I find it a little bit ridiculous when a Russian person is walking around with an American patch, because I've never seen an American in America walking around with a Russian patch. I've seen them with tattoos of the hammer and sickle in Pennsylvania in a bike shop, which is weird. At the time when Soviet forces and Russian imperial forces were locked in a civil war, this memorial is dedicated to the fighters who were on the Soviet side, and these are their names. And these particular fighters were from Kursk, from this city.
Wow. Very interesting. So this is an old memorial, or it's a memorial about this thing that they built later.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that this memorial was built a long time ago.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, I don't think this was built recently.
So we've come to a park in the center of town. That looks like a building they're renovating. Got a little construction wall here. A man smoking a cigar. There's a statue. Nice view. Got a little ledge here overlooking the city. I mean, look at it. It's so beautiful and historic looking. I mean, doesn't this look like perhaps it could be New England somewhere? And I just noticed here it tells you what you're looking at. So I can't read. I don't know, but it's interesting to see the old photos. I mean, I love it. And then what is still there, and comparing them. I guess there's a river we might be able to see when the trees are more dormant, or maybe it's not there anymore. Stan just learned that this park is definitely under reconstruction. It used to be like a Soviet hub for this town, a place to celebrate and have festivals, and had like a little amusement park here, and they're in the process of restoring it. People everywhere going about their business, shops open, going about their business. And not, when I say people everywhere, I don't just mean like 40-year-old blue-collar working men everywhere. I mean, you know, there were like ladies and kids and, you know, good-looking ladies, just like all types of people, you know. And I thought, wow, it's interesting, you know. Like, all types of people are living in this situation. And what went through my mind was, you know, because I've been living in Moscow for 3 years, and it's wonderful, so wonderful that I've thought at times, you know, like in the U.S., you just kind of get used to the fact that there's street crime, and you need to always have eyes in the back of your head, and you know you're raising your kids there, but something could happen. You need to always be ready, and you're sending them to school, and something terrible might happen, and you just need to accept it. And I thought, well, I guess maybe this is the way humans are, that things just kind of, the water just boils more and more and more, and we just kind of accept it. Here's something interesting that we have found here, and that is sandbags in different areas on different buildings, you know, to keep things safe, I suppose. Eddie, what would the sandbags be for?
The sandbags are covering windows that are at street level.
So for blasts that might happen.
Come in here because
that glass would shatter and fall into the building
Damage
and
people.
injure
Yeah.
whoever's on the inside.
There's a statue of Lenin in the square here. In front of this beautiful building. What is this building?
Dom Совета. It's a government building.
Take a look at this city while we're in it, you know. Modern day conflicts aside, I mean, just ask yourself, what kind of city does this look like to you? Does this look like, you know, anything like where you live? Is this what you thought Russia looked like? The air raid sirens, yeah.
Sirens. I have experienced like 4 or 5, and it was unusual for me. It's like I don't remember this ever. I only remember this in the movies. And this is just like, this is crazy. I mean, I didn't expect to see that, and just talking to regular people and them saying, well, it's like it's never calm over here, so we just adjusted. We're just living like that, and we don't even like kind of notice what's going on. But for me, it's like, wow, because I live in Moscow and it's relatively quiet and safe. Just to know and to feel that there are people who have to go through this on a daily, regular basis, it's shocking for me.
So, Sveta, what does this monument say?
It's a composer who was born in 1915, and it is said, I want to proclaim great Russia, where God led me to be born and made me to live. Be happy and suffer. So he's a composer. I guess it's a relatively new monument for him.
Powerful quote. It's a very interesting quote on that statue back there, because I think, you know, as an American, I don't think Americans would have that type of quote about suffering. You know, they would say everything else and be happy, but they wouldn't lift up suffering as just a part of the cultural experience. Kursk 992, so that must be when this place was founded, and we've come to another square, and this would be, I guess, a Pushkin square. So that is Pushkin right there, and that looks like a theater named after him. There's a big Soviet statue behind the theater, or on the roof of the theater. Here's another shelter box in the center of town, and this one has instructions on how to help injured people in it. So we're in a historic looking bus, it looks like. Da?
Da.
So I wonder how old this bus is, Eddie.
Maybe at least 30 years, maybe more. 70s, wow. Maybe a 50-year-old bus.
Wow, how old is that structure, I wonder?
19th century.
Wow. So was that someone's home?
I think it is a
Wow. So cool. Narration, yeah.
How many stories, untold stories, happen behind these walls?
Here we have another one, and this one looks like the roof is caved in. So Yeah, very interesting. These old Russian houses with the windows that are called nalichniki. Rolling?
Yes.
Did you like that clip? If so, click here. But if you love that clip, click here and watch the full video. Also remember to like, subscribe, comment, and most importantly, share before I disappear.